So what's going to make you different from the 24-hour fitness, the In Shape? You know, and I think the brand has been building here in this community where everybody know we help the youth. You know, and not only just the youth, we want to help the community, but your membership goes far beyond just coming to a gym. Three levels of fishing, to me, I feel like God has always shown you, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to fish out of the pool, because in the pool you can actually just invite people, right? People you know, because you want people that you know to be around your family, right? And the pool, that's the pool. The pool has been the first shop. The lake has been, you know, here. This is the lake, and then the next step. Yeah, that seems like an ocean. You know, these kids, they come in and put in the work, but I think what I've learned so much more about was learning how to fish, watching every single human being that walks into this gym, understanding that they're not just a dollar sign. They come with problems. Do I go the extra mile to find out what's going on at home? You know, why is it that they say you have ADD? You know, why is it that you are depressed? Why is it that because now as a believer, now I have to exercise those things that, oh, okay, well, I'm fasting for myself and I don't want to do it. But now when you fast for others to make sure, now you're just doing more than the physical exercise, because now fasting now is your spiritual exercise. How do you heal somebody? The Bible tells us that, hey, you know, some things you have to fast. Same thing with God. Is my own mindset is, if I can prove to him that I'm about his works and his kingdom and his business, now when I'm making this jump, I go before him now and say, hey, Lord, it's me again. But now I come, I understand your purpose, and I understand you've been teaching me. So here's my receipt before I ask you anything. So that way when I ask you, can you trust me with the next move, I'm not just telling you of a business plan of, oh, well, show me. No, I'm showing you right now. I'm giving you the receipts of the names that's been baptized in your name. It started out trying to just help people. More Sui, which is I consider a brother. He pretty much came to me and said, hey, let's change the game. And he was like, we can try to get these kids out. I said, what are we gonna call it? He goes, M.A.L.U Fitness. I was like, I really don't want to call it M.A.L.U Fitness. You know, I was like, you have to come up with something that stands for it, or, you know, something that stands for what we're trying to do. And in like 30 minutes, he called me back. He goes, I got it. I said, what is it? He goes, M.A.L.U Fitness, making athletes' lives unique. I was like, boom. And I took it another step. I was like, yes, because the one thing that makes us unique, Jesus. About 8 years ago, I sat down with a guy that was a millionaire. He asked me, he goes, what's your business plan? I said, God's plan. He looked at me and he goes, man, I love your passion and I know you love these kids, but unfortunately, in my line of work and the people that I deal with, we can't make business off of that. It has to make sense. You know, the numbers, money, you know, it makes sense. He goes, man, you know what? Maybe we can revisit, you know. Yeah. The gym that we snuck into now is closed, and everybody kind of know me now as a drifter. So when I walk into every gym, You know, I've been blackballed from gyms, you know, because they understand that, hey, here's a trainer, he can't be in here, right? So I sat there on that day and I just like, Lord, I just need a spot. He flats out telling me, call him back. The same man that I met with 8 months ago that kind of just brushed me off and told me that, nah, you know, can't operate with that, right? So I called him. The phone rang twice, he answered, he goes, Marcus, I've been meaning to call you. And I'm like, really? I said, what's up? He goes, I got a little space and it ain't much, but you know, I want you to come and look at it. So this is where we're talking about the ocean, right? So in here, when you walk in, you're gonna have all our flags and the pictures of our athletes. But as I can take you on a little walkthrough, come on over here. So here is gonna be where the parents, when they drop off their kids, if they're not members or if they don't want to work out, you actually get to sit in here and kind of still, you know, watch TV. We are in talks with a smoothie bar that's probably gonna be here to open up, so serve drinks to our athletes and also food. So I go down and I said, I'll be down there. I go and I walk in and he shows me this little space, it's 600 square feet, no office, no bathroom, but I was like, I'm not caring. We'll use a bathroom somewhere. So he was like, all right, it's yours if you want it. But as I'm looking to him, there's something that's bothering him. So I asked him, I said, hey brother, you know, everything all right? Do you need prayer? Woof. Here he is, now I'm praying for him. The same man that said that you can't operate that way, now is asking for the king of the operator to operate in his life. I put up that we got M.A.L.U Fitness is coming to his shop. Oh, everybody's like, yeah, you know, we're gonna support that. I go home, I wake up the next morning, there's no money in my account to get equipment. Here's about 24 by 175, where it's gonna go from turf. So from here is about 25 yards, you know, just turf. But as you come in here, this is a group exercise room in most gyms, but this is where we're gonna have the shop. So I go into my guy that I'm training at 6 o'clock in the morning. He was like, hey, congratulations on the spot. I said, thanks, man. He goes, why you look down? I said, man, because I just woke up and realized I only had $1,400 in my account, and I gave that first and last month, which was $700 a month for the spot. Mind you, this client of mine owns a restaurant. So he tells me, I want you to come outside with me. I'm like, okay. We walk outside, he hands me $6,000 in cash. He says, go get your equipment. Next phase was because our athletes were making a name for themselves. Najee Harris became the #1 recruit in the country. Isaiah Floyd became one of the best backs that's known around here. Kobe Beltram, Isaiah Foskey, Giles Jackson, a lot of the athletes, you know, Aaron Banks. I mean, even just some of our guys that were they were making a name, and we were making a name for ourselves. And in business, where we were at, we were right next door to a bar, and we were right across the street from a trap house. So it came a point where I was like, oh man, here we go again. I gotta make a move. A lot of our agility programs for youth will be happening here. Everybody else will be in the weight room. Right here, this area here is where it's gonna be all the cardio machines, from Stairmasters, elliptical, to treadmills. Well, a friend of mine, Sean Wright, becomes mayor. He gets a hold of, hey, I heard you're trying to move out of Antioch. I'm like, man, I gotta go somewhere that's safe, because I can't have people coming in thinking that their babies are not safe. Go down to the mall. I was like, the Antioch Mall? I'm like, bro, I ain't got money like that. I mean, geez, I wish, right? He goes, well, just go down and we'll talk. They get me in here. $1,000 less of what I was paying over in A Street. one of the guys that used to be a youth pastor, Keone. He goes, hey, I seen that you're trying to make this move, but you need equipment. I said, yeah. He goes, God put it on my heart to come talk to you. What you need? I said, nah, bro. I said, it doesn't work that way. And he was like, closed mouths don't get fed. I'm like, man, you know what? I said, we need about $16,000. He goes, how much you have? I said, man, about 300 bucks. That's all we got. He goes, all right, meet me back here at 9 o'clock. My bank opens up. You know, maybe I'll have something for you. I'm like, ah, cool, thank you. Boom, I go. I'm not even sleeping because I'm like, sitting there like, uh-oh. I go back. He's already at the bank. As I'm pulling up, he's already walking out, right? Hands me $18,000 in cash. I just gotta serve the purpose. And it's not how I'm gonna get it. It's just when I'm ready to get it.
This is what we need help with, because right now we're looking at $261,000 worth of equipment. It's all been hand-picked. I'm old school, you know. I love old school, the feeling of Gold's Gym, World's Gym. You know, it's just a different, different environment. But here, this is where all the equipment is gonna be.
So sometimes I feel that way, kind of like this move to the ocean. You know, I'm looking for investors. I'm looking for somebody to help, and it doesn't seem like it's moving. $261,000 worth of equipment. This can help the kingdom. We can do all this, and I'm petitioning all the things that I can do. I haven't heard anything. I've seen a lot. I've seen him repair the relationships, and I've seen him, do certain things, but I haven't seen the help.
Here right now is that gym, but with this gym, in the summer, we're gonna be doing kind of like a community, program for kids, kind of like how I grew up on.
I can't even think of how the way God can make this work. I thought everybody was gonna be all in, and they're gonna donate, and it happened. 3 months went by, and it was like 300 bucks, And then all of a sudden, one night, somebody just stops in and says, hey, breakfast at Lumpy's. Your memberships that you're gonna be getting here at M.A.L.U Fitness down the hallway, it goes so much more than just being a member. My cousin was like, hey, we need to tell your story about finding a way to get members in here. And we're here just talking about God. Like I've been reminded many times by him, take care of my kingdom, and now take care of your needs. And I'm gonna live with that.
But I just need to show you that, hey, it's good to have faith, but faith with no works is dead. So we're just working, and I hope that you enjoy the little tour. I hope that you, October 26th, come out from 10 o'clock to 1 p.m. But we just need you guys to come out so we can see the vision of what we're going. And last but not least, I want to show you this. So yeah, this gym, basketball, but more importantly, day camp.